The man, the myth, the legend, right over there, Adam Sandoval. We're here at the Frank Brown Park here in Panama City Beach Bike Week. And you know how we roll, Tab Performance. Always try to make it a point to come here to Sick Boy. The motorcycles shake, the women quiver, and just all kinds of excitement going on.
Oh, y'all need to be dancing. Oh, yeah. Come on, man, come on.
Get in a car like this and smile, there's something wrong with you. What is happening, YouTube family? Welcome back to the channel. Well, if you don't know, you should already know. We're here at the beach. We're here at Panama Beach Bike Week, but the bike week hasn't started yet. We actually came around. We was going to stay in Jacksonville, stopped at Jacksonville. Hey, I love you, Jacksonville, but you're just not my cup of tea. Definitely not what I thought it was going to be. We fell in love with this water. We love the Gulf, and that's just where we're at. So after, I don't know, a long day pretty much, we ended up driving, it was well over 1,000 miles, but ended up staying here. We already was coming to Bike Week anyway, but we're like a week early. And listen, bikes are everywhere, but this is a whole different video right now. This is gonna be actually where we're staying, a little bit about Panama and stuff like that for you guys who actually want to see the motels and a little bit about Panama. So where we're actually staying is Tidewater Resort. I want to give it an A+. It's a beautiful place. I'll show you the outdoors later. The only downside that I'm having so far is that they're having a lot of construction, like going into their garage and stuff like that. So if you was coming down this direction for Bike Week, it's going to be an issue trying to get your bike in and out of that garage with all the construction they have going on. Let's take a quick tour on the inside here at Tidewater. And this is, like I said, Tidewater Resort. I don't know if you could hear me real well with the wind and the water and all this, but it's kind of the same way it was before at Wyndham when we was at last year at the Wyndham Resort. I think it's what, probably 2 miles down away from us. But we got a cheaper rate here, to be honest. A place like this, which we'll get to that here in just a second, you've got a full living room, couch, TV, I mean everything. You got the little dinette there, full kitchen. And guys, look over us, it's lived in. We've been here, what, 2 days? Yeah. Right at 2 days. So then you go down the hallway, you have your air conditioning in here. You come this direction, you have one spare bedroom with bunk beds. Let's try to get a light on here. And it has its own bathroom, which is pretty neat. If you've got people that you want to share with, hey, this is perfect. Plus it's got a full shower. Okay. Now, like I said, we just came in from this way and we're going back this way. Right directly across, you have your washer and dryer. You have right straight across from that, a little utility closet. That right there is your main door to outside, which we'll get there in just a second. Here is another bedroom. Try to get the lights on here. Sleep 2 more, plus with another bathroom and a half shower here. And then across the hall, which would be the master bedroom, full king bed, TVs in every room, also with its own shower, full bathroom with a tub. So yes, it's very, very nice. Now, most of your motel rooms, and it doesn't matter where you go, you're not going to have this kind of amenities nowhere. You're not going to have this kind of setup. You're basically going to have a bed. Oh yeah, and plus I forgot too, also this couch turns into a bed. So what, you could sleep 2, 4, 6, 8, I mean probably 8 to 10 people easily here in this. Now keep in mind, it's just me and the old lady, that's it. There's nobody else here with us. Did we need something this big? Absolutely not. But for the price, guys, you just can't, it makes no sense to me why you're going to give anywhere $1,000 to $1,500, especially on a event week like this, like bike week. You're going to give that. And that's for a motel room. Usually you're just going to have your basics. You're going to have a bed, you're going to have a TV, you may have a couch, maybe, and you're going to have maybe, if you're lucky, maybe a patio to sit on. And that's anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500. If you don't believe me, look it up here in Panama. This rented for 5 days.
5 nights.
5 days, 5 nights was $923. Now keep in mind here, probably 60% of those that price is actually fees. $92 a day for fees. The room is $92 a day. So everything else is fees. So figure that up. But still yet,
it was cheaper than renting a hotel room with only a bedroom.
There you go. I mean, we've looked. We do it. She does all of the booking. She does all the looking, because usually that's the way it goes. She takes care of that end, and I take care of how we're going to get there and the route and all of that stuff. And she takes care of the booking part. So, I mean, feasibly, it just didn't make any sense to actually try to go to a motel. It just doesn't. And when you get all of this for, you know, less money. So anyways, just wanted to throw that out there, guys. Not trying to flex, not trying to, because we're, you know, no way, no shape. It's been a year since we've been to Bike Week. It happened last year, wanted to come this year, and we're here. Good morning, YouTube family. Welcome back to the channel. Today's a little bit of a different day. We're actually waiting on our next room to be available, and while we're waiting, we do what we do. We actually go on a little adventures and just kind of look around and just see what all we can find. And even though we've passed through here before, I've always wanted to stop, and we really haven't had the time to stop. But today we figured we'd venture out a little bit. We went to an hour, what would that be, east to Port St. Joe. It's about an hour from Panama City, hour and a half depending on traffic. They're doing a lot of road construction, but it's absolutely gorgeous here. It's a little town, just beautiful, Port St. Joe. So we'll give you a little glimpse and a little show around. I actually seen my first alligator, and I didn't even see it. My wife seen it before I did. But if you will look right in there, I don't know if you can see him or not. And I don't want to get too close, but she's just a baby, but still, or he. But I'm sure Mama's probably in there somewhere too, and that's what worries me. But this is probably the best part of this motel, is the view. We've actually got a really decent view here, even though everything else sucks. We'll talk about that later. Like I said, it just depends on how. We're definitely going to be doing a review on the motels and how everything kind of played out. So, but like I said, this is Friday morning. We're going to give you just a little taste of what we got going on this morning. Like I told you, we had to switch rooms, right? I told you we had to go from Tidewater, and the reason being is because we actually didn't plan on being down here as early as we did. So instead, we're like a week early, which is no big deal. We like it here. We've been here before, so we know. So the motel right here, right now that we're in, we booked, I don't know, 6 months ago. So, and it round up I don't know exact figures. We'll have to get with it in a minute, but around $1,300 a little bit, give or take. So last minute, we decided to book Tidewater. And like I said before, Tidewater was beautiful. It was a nice resort. It had up and down reviews. Some were good, some were bad. You know, it is what it is. You kind of, you know, you roll with the punches, if you will. So last minute, you know, it was 800 or 900 and something odd dollars, I think is what, you know, she told you last time we had the video. So it was booked for only 5 days. So we had to leave this morning. Yesterday evening, we got a text from, I can't remember, one of those people that she works with and deals with, and they actually said, oh, if you want to check in early, it's going to cost you an extra fee, which is kind of goofy because, I mean, when you're booked that far in advance, it shouldn't cost you that much more, but if any at all, but we'll get to that in a little while. So anyways, we moved from Tidewater. We've rode around today. We've, you know, spent more time at Bike Week. We went to Port St. Joe, spent some time, and you see all that footage later. Well, we've got checked into this room, and well, let me just show you what $1,200 will get you instead of $900. Now keep in mind, this room here that I'm getting ready to show you has been booked well in advance, like 6 months, 8 months, something like that. It's been booked in advance. That's enough. So you guys remember how nice the Tidewater one is. Well, this one I'm going to show you, and then I'll reveal the name to you. First of all, when you walk through the, well, let's just start here. When you walk through the door, this doesn't even latch at all, which is no big deal to me. It is what it is. But look, it's not even lined up. It's not even, it's moved. I can move it with my hands. I can move the whole thing with my hands. Okay, but we'll go with that. We'll say, that's okay. We'll walk into here, and this is 1970s shag right here, but you know, sometimes it is what it is. You know, you got to roll with the punches. Okay, but I don't know if you guys can see, GoPro doesn't really do it justice, but there's a dip. There's a high side here, and it dips down in the middle and then floats back up. Well, okay, you know, there's been some heavy people laying in the middle of the bed, whatever, okay. What about the off of the bed? It's like low rider on this side and a jacked up 4x4 on this side. Well, I don't know. So, I mean, it's okay, but it's definitely not $1,200 worth of it as of right now. And we're just in this part of the area right now. You come through the bathroom. Now, the bathrooms look like they've been remodeled, and it's great. They're clean. It's probably, honestly, the cleanest part about the whole place is the bathrooms. Well, I came in first, and they was fresh, bright yellow urine in the toilet, but you know, whatever. So I flushed that. That's not that big a deal. I can still go on with that. So then we go through the hallway, and you could see, you know, along the baseboards how, and this might be nitpicky to some of you guys, but if you could actually smell what it smells like in here, it smells like it's been just freshly bombed, like a roach motel is basically what I could call it. But look how dirty and nasty. Would you put your kids on this? I mean, I'm an auto mechanic, and I'm in dirt, and guys, look how nasty. Would you put your kids on this for real? I mean, I wouldn't, but it is what it is. I guess I'm going to, because I've already paid $1,200 for it for the next 5 or 6 days, so I'm here. Dirt all along through here, all across the baseboards. So now we're going to go into bathroom number 2. And look, guys, again, I'm not trying to be picky. I'm not trying to be anal about stuff. But I just left a place that was like $400 less and was 100 times better. But like I said, these bathrooms looks like they've been remodeled. So this is seriously probably the cleanest part about the whole place is the bathrooms. So we're going to come around through here, and still the baseboards are nasty. It's all nasty. It looks like somebody's put their feet through the wall. It's all wavy. It is what it is. I'm not here to, you know, critique or whatever their painting skills or nothing like that. The fridge, the light wasn't on a while ago, but I messed with this, you know, it's all jacked up. The fridge doesn't look like it's been cleaned. Oh, hold on. There we go. The fridge doesn't look like it's been cleaned since it's probably moved in here. And well, I can say all the stuff in the cabinets are clean. We did actually go through that and everything looked clean. So I don't know. They could have just wiped the grease out of them and put them back in there. I don't know. But either way, this kind of, like I said, looks like it's been freshly remodeled as well. So now we're going to come over to the furniture. Now, I don't know if this is going to show up on GoPro or not. This is all pretty and yellow. And no, this is not shadows, guys. I swear it looks like a grease monkey. It looks like something that I would have in my garage, guys. Something that, you know, I'd let my brothers and stuff sit on after they... My garage is cleaner than this. Seriously. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure that's coming through. And that's not shadows, I promise you. I'm stepping out of the way. So now we're going to go over here to this one. You know, it's pretty bad when my wife's actually sitting on the wood. I don't even know what theirs is supposed to be for. I guess that's supposed to be a coffee table. It looks to me like it's supposed to be end tables, but they made, whatever. I'm not here to critique their design issues, but I am here to, look at this, guys. I mean, can you not clean? Can you not shampoo? Or let's just go one step further. Look at this couch. It's broke down worse than the bed is. I mean, now what I can tell, that doesn't look, well, I mean, I said there wasn't much stains, but if you look really closely, there's lots of them. There's lots of them. So, oh, one more thing, you know. I don't know if you can, you know, can you, I mean, it's not so much in this area or right here, but it's kind of sort of in this area, right? You know, can you, really? I mean, I don't know. Not really very happy at the moment. I guess we're going to have to stay here because we're stuck with it, but just definitely want to tell you to stay away. What is the name of this place?
Grand Panama Resort. Don't book through vacasa.
Heard that, didn't you? Do not book through vacasa. And it's Grand Panama Resort. And yeah, that's another thing. Resort. That's the key word. I don't care to spend a little money if it's right, you know. And I'm not trying to be better than anybody, but when you spend that kind of money, you want cleanliness. You want to feel like you're at home. And that's the whole reason why we do this, is so we can feel at home.
$370 in fees for this.
For here. It was how much?
$1,256
for here.
for here.
And it was how much for Tidewater?
$970.
Highly disappointed. I mean, we can gripe about it. We could probably put it all over the websites and stuff, but it's not going to do no good. They're just going to rip us around or probably bring somebody in here to clean. And by the time you move all your stuff in and back out, in and out, and waste the rest of your vacation, it's not going to be worth it anyway. So number one, we're going to stay away from vacasa, and that's what we're telling you guys to do as well. Stay away from vacasa. Try to book through Priceline or somewhere else like that. And number two, don't come to this spot, which is
Panama Tower 2, 906 is where we're at.
There you go, guys. So I hate this, but it is what it is. I hate to put people on blast, but like I've told you guys before, if I like it, I'll tell you that I like it. I'll tell you that I love it. But if I hate it, I'm going to put you on blast, and this is junk. This is garbage. Well, as you can see, we are back home. Yes, we made it, but not without a lot of mess in between. Listen, it's supposed to be vacation time. You're supposed to enjoy your time off. You're supposed to enjoy your room. You're supposed to enjoy the times and the things that you're doing. But my wife, she's like a bulldog, and once you screw over her, she's going to bite and snip at you. She ain't going to quit. She's going to chew you up and down. When I'd go to sleep at night, she was up on her phone messaging these people and trying to get through and just trying to get things right. I mean, I don't blame her. You spend that kind of money, you want things right, you want things clean. But after a couple of days with, you know, messaging Vacasa back and forth, because that's the one we booked the room from, still nothing. So she took it one step further. She actually put it on Facebook. She put it on their Facebook page, and well, the next morning we was getting on our door. And who that was? Well, that was a guy from, his name was Mike, and he was from Vacasa. Mike, if you're watching this, you're a good dude. I hate that you have to work and go through the things that you're going through. Mike actually went through also and took pictures of the same things that we had taken pictures of. He had documented everything. Even the bed. The man went as far as getting a work order. He had to go through channels, but the man got us a new bed frame. Now, bed frame, that's why the one side was higher and the other side was lower. The bed frame was broke. Well, that's not the only issue. See, in the ad, in the actual ad for the Panama Beach Resort, you actually have a queen size bed, or supposed to have. Well, what you had there was a queen size frame with a full size bed. So Mike actually went to Walmart and went and bought a queen size frame, not knowing that, well, we also had a full size bed. So he also documented that, and we kept in contact with him, and as much as he tried, his hands were tied. He couldn't do nothing. They were supposed to bring us fresh linens. They were supposed to come in and clean. None of that never happened, none of it. So we went through the rest of our time just more or less just eating out and just staying away from the room as much as possible, sleeping very little. But when we finally got back home, guess what happened? Well, Vacasa decides now they're going to go ahead and try to talk to us. But, you know, talking's over with. We've already spent the week down there. What else do you have to say unless it's, you know, greasing the old palm back, giving us back some of our money that, you know, we wasted on this joint. So they come back, you know, with $125. We can give you $125 back out of almost $1,300. And then real quick, my wife said, no, that's not happening. Remember that little bulldog that I told you that was at the heels? Well, that's her. It's not happening. You're not going to give us $125 after we spent, you know, all the time. And no, it's not happening. So with a bunch of emails and a bunch more pictures sent, and they come back with the next day an email and a text message stating they was going to give us 50% back of our money, which is great. $628. Today, as of today, we received that in our bank account. Now, am I telling you that you should go out and just try to rip off these? No. No, if you've got a legit reason, if you've got an actual right to do this, if you've documented everything, you've taken pictures, you've contacted everybody that you can contact, and you're not getting any results, and then they wait to contact you when you get back home, yes, absolutely, burn them up. Take them for what, you know, they did you. But am I telling you to just go out there and point blank try to rip people off? Absolutely not. That's not, no way, no shape, no how is what this video is about. None. It's about stand your ground, stand, do what is right, and you know, it'll come back to you. And I believe that wholeheartedly. If you do the right thing or if you do the bad thing, it will come back to you. I'm a firm believer in that. So I just wanted to conclude that, you know, this video up with that. This is all of Bike Week. This is everything. Look, it was an amazing time. Enjoyed everything. It was a blast. I probably will put out another video. There's some other things that I would like to talk about Bike Week. We'll get more in depth than that, but I don't know. I'm having some mixed emotions about it. Don't know really if I'll go back or not. If I happen down there, it is what it is. I'm just not really, it's not the same, guys. I don't know. It's just not the same. But anyways, that's a story for another day. I hope you've enjoyed these little 3-part series that I've got there. If you have, give it a big thumbs up. I love the comments. Give me all the comments you got, any questions, concerns, even the sly remarks. I'll answer the sly remarks. I do. I may be a smart aleck back to you, but it is what it is. Anyways, guys, you know the deal. Like, share, and subscribe. And like always, peace. I'm out.